What's up, guys? Wade Chandler talked me into doing this, and I'm not probably nearly as good as he is about doing write-ups, and so probably had a lot of misspelled words in it. So I told him, can I do a video? He said, sure, let's do a video. So it's not gonna be that long. I just want to go over something with you guys about running a light at nighttime. We're currently using the Coyote light, and I'm not trying to push one thing or another on you or anything like that. I've used just about every light under the sun, and from the cheapest stuff to the most expensive stuff, and I found these lights work the best for us. They're all aluminum housing, they're tough, they're durable, the grip on them feels awesome, they put out enough light for what we need. They have the most important thing to me, the dimmer and the battery life. Those are the two most important things in my opinion, in the brightness. So we're currently running these. One thing that the biggest tip I wanted to go over on any kind of light that you use, whether you got a Q-Beam Varmint Special or you got a Light Force or you're running a Coyote light, whatever you have, if you're going to run a white light like this one is, the white version, you can see in our Illuminate the Addiction DVD, the whole entire thing was filmed with a white light. There's a few red light hunts in there, but most of it's white light. The key to success with calling at night with a white light is this right here, the dimmer switch. You've got to be able to adjust the intensity of the light on the animal to keep him in the comfort zone with it. Some animals don't mind a lot of light, and some animals do mind a lot of light, and you can watch their behavior and tell what they're doing, and that kind of lets you know whether or not you can crank up the intensity or you need to turn it down or whatnot. You don't just want to just hit them with all your power unless you have to. So that's kind of the number one tip I wanted to go over, was the dimmer switch. If you got a dimmer switch, it's going to make you a lot more successful in the field, especially if you're running the white light. I believe it helps as well in the red light. This is a Coyote light too. Little tip inside of a tip. This thing's made out of aluminum, so you don't have gloves on at nighttime, which a lot of guys for some reason don't. These things get cold in the wintertime holding aluminum housing. So I just wrapped mine with some self-adhesive tape. It doesn't leave any residue on the light or anything like that, but it allows me to just have a little bit more warmth on my hand. Plus it keeps it from getting jarred up, and it camouflages it. So, but anyways, this is the red light, and it's got the dimmer built on to it as well. So here's the deal with the dimmer is on the red light. Do you need it as much as you do on the white light? Probably not, but I like the fact that I still have it in case I do have an animal that's starting to act like he's call shy or something, or light shy to the light. Then I can adjust that intensity down. You can't do that with any other light. If it's plugged in, you got full power, that's all you got. If he don't like it, you can't turn it down, and he's just either going to come in or he's going to run off, one or the other. You can coax them in and turn this down and make them feel a bit more comfortable inside the light with the dimmer on there. So dimmer's the key. It's focusable. That's another thing. I like the focusable lens on here. It basically you can scan it around, and while you're scanning you have the wide beam, and if you actually have something that busts you and it takes off out there and you bark at it and stop it, you can zoom this thing down and
put it on the edge of the house.
On the house. You can zoom it down and be able to make a long shot.
And then open it.
And you can open it up and make it real wide for when you're scanning. And then when you need to make your shot, you can tighten it all the way down. Works really, really well. Everybody always asks us, what's the, how far can we shoot with one of these realistically? I've made shots out to 350 yards with it. At nighttime, that's a long ways. I don't know why you'd need to shoot any further than that, but if you do, I think you probably could. A lot of our shots are inside 100 yards. The name of the game is to call them in close, but it's a great light. It has plenty of brightness. You're not going to need more brightness than this, and the battery life's exceptional as well. But it's in the review just about the Coyote light. I know I'm going on and on about it, but it's a great light. I can't tell you how nice it is not to have a cord hanging here, and when you're spinning it around, getting it all tangled up around you and that kind of stuff. They've come a long ways, and it's really helped a lot of armor hunters. Last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is a lot of guys that are just now getting into it say, how am I supposed to run a light? I got a spotlight, I got a high rack, I got guns, I got collars. You got all the equipment, but you need to have some experience or know-how on what to do so that you don't educate everything out there. And so here's the key, and I learned this the hard way growing up, and And so I'm sharing that with you guys. But let's say you crawl up here. These chairs extend up, by the way. I don't sit way down there on the ground. But anyway, you're standing up here. Our light guy actually stands. This is where our light guy stands most of the time. He's got this whole toolbox to walk around on. When you get up to the stand, everybody gets set up. You got your collar sitting there. You start playing your collar. You want to have your light on. You don't want it on full bright. You want to adjust it down to where you can just catch eyes. And you want to do a smooth 360-degree motion around you. And you can go cut back this way, whatever you need to do. You just want to keep it smooth, and you want to keep the light on the whole entire time. Don't turn the light off. Don't go like this and take a break and then say, well, I wonder if anything's out there, and turn that on and be like that. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to have animals come in. You never know if they're going to come in the first 30 seconds you turn on the call or the last 30 minutes of the stand. So you need to have that light running the whole entire time in order for when they do show up, you can catch eyes on them. As soon as you catch eyes on them, you can adjust up the intensity just a hair as long as they're cool with it. And if they're coming, then give it a little bit more, give it a little bit more. If they show signs like a bobcat sets down or something like that, and he's kind of looking around, or a coyote kind of starts hopping or anything like that, and he's showing signs that he doesn't like something, then cut that light down a little bit until you're ready to shoot and make him feel a little bit more comfortable. And I think that'll help you out a lot. But run that light smooth. You don't need to be bouncing it around like this or anything like that. You'll drive your buddies crazy and give them pricks in their neck. Just run the thing smooth, make good passes, and keep the light on the whole entire time until you're done calling. Once you shoot an animal, it's not time to high five and turn off the light and talk about how great it was. Keep calling, especially if it was early in the stand. Keep calling, keep running your light the whole entire time. Act like nothing happened. I mean, the animal came out there, you shot it, it's dead, let's go on to the next one, and then we can do the high-fiving and stuff after the stand's over with. So anyways, I hope those tips might help you guys. Been night hunting for a long time. I enjoy it. It's something a lot of people do here in Texas, and it's a blast. It's very addicting, and if you never tried it, I encourage you to get out there and try it, and hope this review helps you a little bit. Later, guys.